Issue anticipation. The way to avoid issues is to see them coming and to find ways to reach accommodations before they become public or hot. So some says indeed that the real value of public relation is what doesn't happen. So the year 2016 will be historical go down as one of the most challenging in PR for a myriad of reasons, all interestingly enough related to perceptions. So image and communication on a global scale. So the weighty importance assigned to managing PR client problems before they arise has become a paramount PR prerogative in a 24/7 digitally driven news cycle. So aim to constantly disrupt and pivot. So some would argue that the artful dodging and changing stance by many in the world of media points to crisis in PR, while those with actual experience in the industry view it's an opportunity worldwide to address how intelligent planning as and strategy can actually anticipate and respond to potential problems before they arise. So a few salient examples are in order, like internet propagated breaking news, social media abuse by high profile public figures as elections, WikiLeaks. Steps for issues management. There are 5 steps to managing a public relation issues. First one is identify potential issues. When you identify a potential issue, you become aware of a current or likely problem based on feedback from customers, employees, or vendors. So as you learn of a problem, you can move forward to the next steps to manage the problem. So next step is set priorities. Take time to understand what needs to be done, which steps need to be handled first, and how the issues will be managed. And in step 3, establish a position on the issues, like create a plan for responding to the problem, what the company will share about the problem, and how the issues will be presented to the public. So next step is develop the response. Once you have clarified your position in the problem, you can now create a response that will be shared with affected party and media if necessary. And next step is monitor the issues. What's the response to issue, how the resolutions is working, and if changes needed to be made to the plans. Scenario technique. The way to find out foresight is by creating a multi-scenario possibilities. The scenario technique is used for strategic planning and future research planning in order to determine future scenarios. So after the idea generation process in this technique follows the scenario analysis, so which provides an analysis of the different development opportunities within a scenario. So scenarios describe possible future development for a specific area. For example, one had to find out how a company, industry, or market could develop. One would have to ask oneself following the questions, like which are the determinant factors for the area, how how could these factors develop, so which scenarios could arise consequences of these developed factors. For example, so how will the automotive industry of the future look like possible influential factors, the state regulation and availability of the raw material. And a possible development of the state regulation could be like a prohibition of cars. The possible scenario would be the car free city. Scenarios are what if stories, taking the most pressing forces on your organization and putting them together in a narrative way. So putting trends in some kind of logical story form creates a fresh sense of the understanding. And once you know the alternative futures, you can plan for them. So otherwise strategic planning is like scratching at the surface. So as you review the cases very deeply, you will come to know. Crisis management, because the a true crisis is a turning point, so after which things may change drastically. An organization not prepared to deal with the crisis is constantly. So even sudden emergencies of crisis proportion can be anticipated if not avoided. So risk management, issue anticipation, and crisis communication programs have become an important part of the public relations technology. So the crisis management is identifying a threat to an organization and its stakeholders. So in order to respond effectively to the threat. So due to unpredictability of global events, many modern organizations attempt to identify potential crises before they occur in order to sketch out plans to deal with them. So when and if a crisis occurs, the organization must be able to drastically change course in order to survive. So even the best managed business may be hit by a crisis caused by external or internal events. So crisis management is the strategy of anticipating such crises at the corporate level and planning how to deal with them effectively. So crisis management begins with a risk analysis, and crisis can be come from a multitude of sources and can strike at any time. So whether they are the results of the natural disasters, employee misconduct, or workplace violence, mishandling a crisis can be have disastrous effects on your company. So despite this sophistication in the work, so the term crisis management does not imply that the organization on its public relations staffs can manage external influences. So what can and must be managed in the is the responses. So it depends on the practitioners through the understanding of the things like public and political environment, in which crisis is occurring, the culture and inner working of the organization facing the crisis, human nature, how will be the persons and groups involved most likely to react the crisis itself, to attempt to elevate it, and to various communications events or the various activities.